Okay, so a beautiful, sunny, absolutely gorgeous morning. Easter Sunday morning as we go deep inside, breathing into the spring that is coming or is almost here, depending on how we look at it. As we notice that rising and falling of the breath, bringing sunshine to our awareness, and almost taking a little mini screenshot of this sunshine, because we can carry it with us wherever we go. That sunshine warms us, brightens our day, gives us light, and helps nature to grow so that we can be sustained by light, so we can be sustained by nature. So we have our little screenshot of sun so that when the spring rains come, we can just go into our file folder and pull it out. Because even that rain is sustaining and helping things to grow. And at this time of year, this Easter season, the spring, we look forward to renewal and to rejuvenation. We look forward to some quiet time in the sun, maybe at the cottage or on the dock, or just walking in a park. And as we walk, we really want to bring a beginner's mind to that walk. Because spring is about a new beginning. It's our time to shed the cold, shed the dampness and the darkness. And it's the time to find that light. So when we are out on our walks, no matter where we are, near a garden in someone's house, our own gardens, or as we walk through a ravine or a park, if we bring a beginner's mind, we will see things as though we have never seen them before. We honor that newness, the renewal of the earth, the renewal of the plant life as we watch those tiny tulip bulbs or crocuses. All those tiny little flowers that are just peeking up out of the ground right now, seeking the sunshine. And as we walk along on our walk, we also notice the trees and the tiny, tiny little buds that are starting to peek out. And we listen as more and more birds come back. And we see all the people peeking out of their houses and now out for walks. And it's a time of joy, a time of excitement. It's a time of beauty that we can honor. And again, take little screenshots when we need to be lifted up. Because sometimes the darkness can linger for a while. In the winter, we're not out as much. but we need that fresh air. We need the beauty of nature to sustain us, to hold us up, and to allow us to find that place of silence. Because it's in the springtime when things start coming alive that we can actually get distracted by the action of all of these things. More people outside, maybe more traffic, maybe more people in the stores and around. And we can get distracted by that, but we always have that beauty of nature to go back to. We always have that beauty of things sprouting, renewing, re-energizing. So we may have to actively find more silence within these distractions. Perhaps finding a spot in the ravine or in the garden or in the park to just sit and take in with a beginner's mind all of the beauty that is surrounding us, and it's only going to get better from here. Right now we have those tiny sprouts. And then tomorrow the sprouts may be even just a little bit bigger, and then bigger and bigger, until we can really fully appreciate the beauty of nature. The different shades of green on the trees, the different shades of bark on the trees, and all the beautiful colors that arise with the tulips, the crocuses, the lilacs. And we can breathe it in. Breathe in that beauty. Bring in that awareness with that beginner's mind, seeing everything and everyone as though you have never experienced it before. We don't bring judgment to it. We don't bring rumination to it. We don't get attached. Instead, we simply notice. And as we walk, we might slow our pace. Instead of hurrying and rushing past everything, we may just slow that down and breathe it in. And as we breathe in the beauty of nature, we notice the effect that it has on our mind, body, and spirit. We notice that color, texture, smell, maybe even taste, and sight all are at their height as we transfer seasons. And to really fully appreciate, we have to be in the moment. Because even when our moods start to dip, we start to feel in a little bit of a funk, we can open our screens and find the beauty of those images of spring. The images of spring, the smell of spring. When people get outside and start cleaning up their grass or their yards, we notice a smell. Fresh grass being cut. The earth that is being planted to bring out new, beautiful flowers. the feeling of warmth, of sunshine. And the knowledge that this is a big time of renewal. We open our hearts, we open our minds, we open our spirit. And as we sit with that sun beating down on us, we imagine the rays of the sun wrapping themselves around us, warming our bodies, easing our minds, and giving us hope. And so for the next few moments, we'll sit and just bring the beginner's mind to whatever arises. If a thought comes that you've had before, you greet it as though you have never seen it before. If an emotion arises, you embrace it as though you have never experienced it before. And we simply notice, just like we simply notice the buds and bulbs coming up out of the ground or out of the trees, we simply notice. And so we will sit in silence until you hear my voice again. May all people embrace the renewal of spring. May the renewal of spring rejuvenate us and give us strength as we go forward in our lives. May our lives be filled with peace and harmony.